Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Shadow and Sun Show. Today, we're painting. I think.
Painting? No, we're not painting. We're crafting.
Yes, and I am.
Sculpting.
I was getting to that. Anyways, yeah, we're crafting.
Howdy, folks. Before we start this craft video, we want to thank all of you for your wonderful support with our last video, the hot knife video. We got a lot of views and a lot of thumbs up and a lot of really nice comments, and we hope to help you guys out as much as it helped us out, because I've got a ton of plastic to cut through and it's really going to do the trick. So tonight we are making a monster
Yeah.
to go with our lava theme. I've already started the base. I'm actually going to trim this. Yeah, I'm going to trim this base down, but I had to put in some washers here because the overall project is going to be made out of rocks. That's right, rocks. Actual lava rocks we got from a local area. Nothing special. I did break a lot of them down to make them smaller, but I'm going to have to dump them out to get to the smaller ones, it looks like. But basically we're making a, what are we calling this? Magma.
Hot rock bending animal.
Yeah, it's going to be some sort of snake, serpent, or worm. We haven't actually come up with the title. You'll actually know it as soon as you see the video pop up, but we haven't actually named it yet. But we're going to start. Here's the base. Now I'm going to be making the serpent portion of it, while the little guy, as you see,
We'll be making the head, which I'm excited for. I'm always excited to use cooking clay.
and what brand is that? Is that Fimo or?
I don't know.
or Sculpey?
I don't know.
Oh, we ripped the label off. But it's one of the two. We always use.
Sculpey, I think, is the one we use more. But
Yeah,
I
I think that is
yeah.
Sculpey, because Fimo always comes in those little packages, remember?
Yeah, they might have.
So that's Sculpey. It is Sculpey.
Okay.
So while he's working on the face, the head, I'm going to be taking some of this wire.
Which I do need to know how big you think it's going to be. Like
Well, that's why we're going to... I need some of the wire, look, to bend down and glue to the base. So about how tall do you think I should make it? Taller?
That's too tall.
About here? And bend it over?
Yeah, like that.
So like about this? Right there where my finger is?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm going to cut probably 4 sections of wire and glue them together, but I need them all to be roughly the same size. And again, we're using just good old-fashioned cheap. I think we got this at the 99-cent store a long time ago, but it's just cheap garden wire. I don't know what it's...
Do you
Gardening.
rock?
What?
They give me a rock.
Texture? Smart.
Yeah.
So let's just say 1. Three, and let's get them all nice and close to being even, at least remotely. That way. Now I'm going to twist them all together just to that'll be the head, and then we'll come down here, and a little bit more. This bottom part, I'm going to use it to glue to the base so that it has some strength, and that'll all be disguised with probably milliput, you think, to make the lava effect on the base.
Yeah, that's what we used before.
Okay. And once again, bud, like that?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Now,
Well, I bended it further a bit more.
like this? Why don't you bend it into
No,
the shape you like?
I meant more like bend it like this. Like that.
Okay.
That'll work.
Yeah.
Maybe even have the head a bit
Yeah, because you want the head kind of trying to bite people.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I took some aluminum foil.
Is this one good?
Yeah, that'll work just fine. Now I guess I don't need as much aluminum foil. Actually, I'll double it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the aluminum foil and wrap it around the wire so that the rocks will have something to stick to.
More than just.
The wire, yeah. The wire would not, it just wouldn't be enough.
I think I might need a bit more stuff. But that's why I have this. It just takes a bit to. It just takes a while for it to actually.
Actually, I think this might be enough. I want to put a little bit down on the base, but I think that's going to be thick enough to get the hot glue. Actually, you know
Oh,
what?
using hot glue?
Yeah, I'm going to be using hot glue. Actually, I should have probably. Oh, no, it's too late now. I was going to put hot glue on the aluminum foil, but because of the way it was curved, I think it wouldn't have worked. I'll just.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have.
And with the head, how far do you think you're going to stick it in?
Well,
About this much, right where this white thing is? About there?
oh, I actually did something.
Okay, cool. I'll just put a little bit more on the foil. Make it snap a little thicker.
I mean, technically, yeah. Yeah, it might even go a bit further, but I'm just not sure yet.
Just want to make sure that it's got a thick enough base to start with, because otherwise it would be really difficult to just try to hot glue these lava rocks onto the wire. This gives it a little bit more of a base to work with. And actually, I'm going to put a little hot glue in there. Ooh, that's really hot.
What is?
The hot glue. Should go without saying. But now comes the really tricky part for me, and that's going to be literally gluing these rocks to the serpent. I don't think it's going to be that hard. But, if you notice, I've got, I'm working on this wax paper because the what's it called?
Glue?
Yeah, I know, but what kind of, the tacky glue.
Oh.
It didn't quite dry, even though I left it drying for about, I want to say 5-6 hours now, actually more than that. For some reason, maybe because it was on the wax paper with books pressing it to keep it from warping, it's still a little wet there, and I don't want to ruin the foam core underneath here, so I'm just using wax paper, and it'll all come up nice and easy later. And now let's dump out some rocks. And I did have to, like I said, smash these down with a hammer. I put them in a couple of Ziploc bags. Let's get rid of the really big ones. Just probably won't need those for this.
Wait, is this good for one of the mandibles?
Let's see. Yeah, that looks really good.
Okay. Okay, it's detached, and I'll just put it. Is the texture good?
Oh, yeah. That's what you're using the big rock for.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I kind of like that one right there. It's got that nice little curve.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll do it that way. Because we want to make it look like it's literally made out of lava rocks. And can't think of a better way than to use lava rocks. We thought about using the XPS foam for something like this, but since that's going to be our craft project next week, spoiler alert,
Yes.
you will need, and he's at the same time looking forward to it. He's also a little apprehensive, I think, because it is going to be a pretty epic creature. What do you think about? Oh, dang, that's too thick. Like giving it some sort of fins on the back. What do you think?
No, I don't think we should.
No Sharky.
I mean, we could try to glue stuff like this to it, but only if we can.
Oh look, this one fits like almost perfect.
Yeah. There were a few that did, but
I was when I was looking for these rocks, I was actually looking for rocks with deep cavities. Sometimes lava rocks, you'll see like there, they have these holes in them, and I was hoping to find something with, that would make good eye sockets. And I looked, and I even hoped that when I broke these apart, we would come up with things like that, and it just absolutely did not happen. So I racked my brain, and I came up with
the thing I'm doing.
Exactly. That way we get a little bit of everything in this project.
Which I prefer.
Yeah.
Just being limited to what we can find.
Yeah. It'll allow it to get a much better face. And we could have got lucky and found like the perfect rocks like we have in the past. But when all else fails, there's so many good uses for clays and putties and sculpting, the exact thing that you actually really want instead of hoping to find something. And it really hones your
I mean, sometimes you can find
skills.
something and it's actually better than just making it. Because when I made my rock elemental, or earth elemental, I don't know why I said it that way, it was purely made of rocks with just a thin metal base.
Ooh.
Oh.
I almost dropped that.
Oh, you did. Which is good.
Very good because we don't want
Oh, wait, I think it's a bit too small. I think that's good.
Yeah, it depends on where you actually put them on the face.
I want them to all be the same size, though. But I can just have it be different.
I love it when things go together like that.
How did it go together?
Well, I've been finding, I know I'm going to come to a point where that won't be so easy and I may have to break more rocks. But when pieces just fit, I need to look at both sides to make sure we get rocks. This way, when we're done with all the rock gluing and the clay and it's all dried and assembled, I'm going to give the whole thing a nice spray paint job of white so that we can paint the whole thing lava orange or neon orange, and then we can then dry brush over it with black. So it'll have the orange in the recesses and the more raised areas will be black and maybe a bit of gray.
Yeah.
So that it looks like all of our other lava projects.
That we will and have made before.
Yeah, it's starting to take shape. I'm digging it.
Or is this good? Comparable to this?
Oops. You can just, And then when we're done with this, one of them looks a little smoother than the other.
Yeah, I haven't.
Oh, okay. With Fimo and Sculpey, you do have to put it in the oven.
Which is what I'm worried about.
Yeah, and that's why I kind of like Milliput because.
But I just don't like working with it.
Yeah, I admit the Sculpey is easier to get the shapes you want or green stuff.
The one problem is that you will often smooth it out with your hands.
Yeah. It's so soft.
That's my biggest problem with it. It's too soft.
And the cool thing about this, the part that I'm doing, is that it doesn't have to, like the sea serpent, this is kind of like an exact opposite of that, where everything had to be perfect. This can literally be,
Very uneven.
yeah, exactly. I don't want.
It's actually preferable for that.
Yeah, the less symmetry and perfection you have with a creature like this, the more realistic it's going to. Oh, right there on my thumb. Nice. The hot glue again. That's.
Yeah, that's very common for me, especially.
And as it goes up, it gets a little skinnier. I'm gonna scoot over a little here because your elbow. Oh, yeah, there you go. Little guy keeps elbowing me in the chops.
Oh.
I like that. No, I'm just messing with you, buddy.
Oh.
Where was that piece?
Okay, I think because the head is going to be it's not going to be very big. So
You need more clay?
no, I'm saying I don't think I need more clay because the head is not going to be very big at all.
Okay. Well, it's got to be big enough to swallow a miniature.
Yeah, but still.
Folks. Starting to take some shape. Oh, I need
I
to
would
fill
say
that
so.
gap.
Yeah.
Just need to come in here with a small rock. And I might want to add a little bit extra hot glue in there and there, just to have something to actually be able to paint.
I hate when I'm cutting and I end up doing this.
Oh,
That's probably some of the most annoying part of working
nice
with
fit.
this. I think I might have actually made it too soft.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's another thing with this clay. If we don't use it very often, that it gets really, really hard and you know, a little difficult to soften up.
This might be perfect.
Yeah, you found a good rock for the
Yeah, because it has a good. I mean, this is gonna be a very good rock for later parts.
well, take any rock you need. I'll
Oh, that looks good.
you want that there?
Later.
Okay, just remember where. It's kind of like building a jigsaw puzzle of something that you don't know what it looks like yet. I'm not a real big fan of jigsaw puzzles, even though my family, as a kid, we had a puzzle night, literally. I think it was every Friday night we would put together jigsaw puzzles.
I remember I had one big one of a fire truck.
Oh God, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I don't want that there, I want that there. That was, oh God, that was a long time ago. I totally forgot about that. Yeah. You, from what I recall, you kind of see. Is this the one you were talking about?
No, this is the one.
Okay.
More.
Okay. Then don't forget because
I already forgot. But
I think this will go good right here.
it's too thin to just go around.
Oh well, there's already glue there. You just stop. That's awesome.
I think you should try to make it a bit thicker towards that side, though.
Which side?
The side you're currently. Oh. This piece fits so good in so many places.
Well, I kind of actually, it needs to be lighter at the top so it doesn't tip over. That's why I put this big rock back here, and I'm going to have to put a couple more rocks in there. But I'm really kind of digging that. The only thing is, I'm running out of really cool small rocks. I should have really bashed this up a lot more. I don't want it too top heavy.
But at the same time, we don't want it to be heavy. I mean, you already put the weights on it.
Yeah, but it's not glued to that part yet. See, I have to glue, and I won't really be gluing the wires. I'll be puttying them down with milliput.
I see not making any imprints anymore.
You're not pushing hard enough?
If I push hard enough, it doesn't. I guess.
I also want to make sure we give it a nice sort of crest at the back so that it
see how they're doing?
Yeah, it looks good.
Okay. Oh, that makes sense. Alright. Okay, so right now I have these three. I think this looks good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love it.
Okay.
That looks really cool.
Okay, so the next one, you think this is going to be enough for the head?
Yeah, you know what? Maybe
actually-
not. If you're going to make it a fourth mandible,
Which I will.
and you might as well get all this little bit of clay that's stuck all over the table.
What I have been doing so
Yeah.
far. Which I could, because I could always just cut off this.
Yeah, you're going to need more. And it's a good thing that that stuff doesn't really dry heavy.
Yeah, it's it's no paper clay, but it's still.
Yeah, we thought about using paper clay, but he really likes the cooking clay, so let the little artist work with what he's more comfortable with.
Dog.
Chewy, yeah,
He's upstairs.
yeah, being a dog.
Yes.
And this is really, I was a little worried about this in concept, but what do you think?
Oh, well, it's a lot better than I thought it would be.
Exactly, right? We're not
that
gonna.
can also fit there.
That's like the magic piece. It can go anywhere, but where is it gonna go? We're not gonna lie. We were a little worried that this wouldn't look as good as we thought it would look, but
He was worried.
yeah.
I wasn't worried or not worried at all.
I think you really didn't know what to expect.
Yeah, pretty much. Wait, no, that's probably a bad idea. You know what? I don't think.
What do you think, folks? Does it look
Right.
like a lava snake yet?
Well, it looks like a rock snake. But, yes.
The eyes, that's going to be the cincher, though.
We're not doing. I know we're going to do fries.
Okay. Because I was thinking about
That was
that.
one of the first things I thought of, actually. Well,
I
not
really
really,
wanted
but
to have-
actually, yes.
Some sort of,
Well, no, but just yes.
I don't want to say alien, but some sort of, evil, malicious looking
And it's going to have 4.
eyeballs, eye sockets, whatever you want to call them, to really sell this as a fire monster, I guess. Didn't glue all over me. Okay. I'm going to keep that one right there. So.
Nice. I love when a huge chunk doesn't get a single thing even when I leave it in there. I don't understand how. It's usually with this one, maybe it's because there's gaps, I guess.
Yeah, that's why I looked hard and long and carefully for the rock that I use when I do my texturing with the rock that I picked out.
I almost don't want to, even though this is the perfect rock, it fits everywhere, I almost don't want to use it. Because it's so good for printing. But I'll probably find a better one.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend using this rock as a permanent tool because it is really sharp, and you could literally back there, you could literally cut yourself with this rock. It's not quite obsidian, but it does have some really sharp edges.
Alright, is this good?
Hold on, let me put this glue in there, hold it, and point my eyes. Yeah, I like that a lot.
Well, I'm done with the mandibles.
Okay.
Now I just have all this.
Okay, well, now you need to make the sockets for those to fit in.
Well, I still need to know how, because I know what the basic shape's going to be. It's going to have the holes for the eyes and the holes
For the mandibles.
Yeah. Which I actually want to cook those first and then cook this.
Okay.
So I can imprint the shape in them.
Right.
Maybe even leave them in there.
Yeah, we'll have to see about that. That's if you guys haven't used Fimo or Sculpey before, you really have to be very careful with how you lay it down on the pan.
This will look good.
Yeah, kinda. I mean, you got to leave an opening for the actual mouth.
True, actually.
And a hole for where the
Actually, it's good. So I'll do that.
where this I'm gonna go all the way up to the aluminum foil. Then I'm gonna stop.
Yes,
And then
I know
I'll hand it over to you, so you can literally put the wires into the clay to make a cavity. I have a feeling I'm going to use quite a bit of spray paint on this also.
Where's the... Oh, it's right here.
And then...
Okay, is this good for the inside of the mouth? Roll the...
Oh, that's really good. I like that. For where it swallows you whole.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice and creepy looking. Show the camera the inside, so they get a good look at what you have to expect if you get swallowed by this beastie.
Okay. There's the inside of the mouth.
But hold it a little closer to the camera so they can get a really good look, because that actually looks really neat and scary. Kind of like if you've ever seen the inside of a shark's mouth.
Which I have.
Past the teeth, it's very unpleasant. Hey, what do you think about this? Oh, no. There we go, right there. Look at that.
Yeah.
That triangular sort of piece right there. Yeah, just having a good old time, folks.
Yeah.
Hope you guys are too. Oh, yeah, I love it. He's almost one of my new favorite monsters.
Yeah, I can see why you would say that. Right.
Okay, and now I need to work on his base so that he doesn't fall over.
Yeah, he needs a base.
Well, he needs to be really grounded. I know once we put the whole rock monster onto the... Oh, bummer. It's okay, folks. Nothing we can...
I mean, I'm gonna have to completely reshape the head. So I can. The mouth is very easy to do. I just did this.
Okay, okay.
And all I did to make the mouth was this. Oh, sorry, completely new.
Okay.
I just took a tool like this and just. Did that. I actually think I used one of these tools, but still. And I just went deeper, making sure so that it keeps the spiral shape, and I made it again.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
Good?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not that hard to
The
just...
audience are like, oh, we wanted that, and then you changed it on us. I'm sure that'll be fine.
Yeah, it's just the eyes. Because the way I was having it was the mouth here, and then one eye here, one eye here, one eye here, and one eye here. Which probably wouldn't look bad, but I still need to cut off a lot of pieces to make it work properly.
brought out extra glue sticks, and I don't think I'm actually going to need them. That's awesome.
Wow. Usually we use like a full glue stick every time we do anything. Oh.
Don't even ask how many glue sticks I used on the sea serpent.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
Probably because I.
it was a lot. An embarrassingly large amount of glue sticks.
Yeah, but you also used 3 glue sticks on the ice slime.
That's nothing.
At the time, it was a lot.
Yeah. That's true. The ice slimes were pretty.
But for something entirely made of glue, I think it's actually a bit little. Alright, is this so good for the...
You think they'll fit, or do you think you might want to make them a little bigger and just
the
leave
thing
them?
is, if they don't fit, I'll just push them in more.
Okay. Or sand them off?
Yeah.
Because he is a little top heavy now.
Yeah, I think you might have even not wanted to put the weight here at all.
Oh, on the base? Oh, that doesn't matter. It's, I mean, the actual monster.
Oh.
But I'm just going to
Oh.
keep gluing rocks underneath them until they balance out.
Let's see if this one works.
A little bit more back there, and less of. Ooh, dang it. Gotta remember, hot glue does not dry as fast as you think it does.
Something I forget way too often.
Yeah.
But it is very true. Or at least I usually, for some reason, have the idea that it dries almost instantly.
And not even close.
Yeah.
Not even close.
I don't know why I have that impression. I know it's not true. But I just always assume that it dries way faster than it does. I mean, I think that was, I might have even mentioned that in the glues video that we made.
Yeah, I think so.
That it dries very fast, which it does, relatively speaking. It does. However, doesn't matter. Because if it's not dry, and you think it's dry, you're still going to burn yourself.
Yeah. Just want to go and break some more rocks. There we go. That'll do it. And gluing it to the foam core won't hurt.
Maybe that always good.
What do you think, folks?
Alright, this is good.
Let me see. Well, that's kind of complicated, isn't
It looks complicated, but this is just put hot glue in here where the eyes go,
it?
and then put these things once they're cooked in here.
Okay. So I think that's about it, folks.
And I'll do the texturing later.
Let's keep this right. Careful on here. And you will get to see him in all his glory at the end of. Oh, last piece. Where did you want to put it? Careful, just move the base. Where do you want it?
That look good?
Yeah, looks good.
Okay. But I also think we should put more hot glue around the entire thing.
Yeah.
Just have it look like he's almost dripping with it.
Okay.
Almost forgot where it was. It's with that one piece can go pretty much
I'll put the
anywhere.
glue, and then you cap him off, and then we'll say goodnight, and then I'll hit him up with a little bit more hot glue everywhere.
That's perfect.
Okay. And of course, it's the exact amount of weight to tip him over. No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
Just move the base.
this piece right here, it fits perfectly. It's a volcano.
All right, folks.
Hopefully it doesn't.
That's it for tonight. Hope you guys had fun, and hope you guys maybe try something like this yourself. You never know what you can do until you try. And, you know, we always like to use locally sourced materials, whether it be rocks, sticks, twigs, roots. You know, it gets
When
you
did
out.
we use roots?
I think I actually used some with the trees, the tree ends.
That's not the same thing as roots. You didn't pull the plant out of the ground and use the roots.
No. I
Use
think,
twigs.
I think some of the twigs were roots. But I'm not
Maybe,
100%.
but they were dead for
If not, then we'll have to
years.
find a use for roots and go looking for them.
Why?
Point is get outdoors, do a little hiking, pick up some junk, bring it back home, drive your family crazy. What's that for? Wait till you see what I do with it. And we hope you guys have a great weekend. We will see you Sunday, where the little guy is going to.
Make a craft.
No,
Yes.
you're going to be painting.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, he's being a smart guy. That's right. He's
Yes.
going to be painting, washing
Yes, and he made
Draculas.
Yes, which I was going to finish him today, but didn't have enough time.
So we hope you see you guys Sunday. Have a great weekend. Thanks for stopping by. We love you guys, and we'll see you soon.
Yes. Good night.
Bye, everybody.